It's 9:20. Now, I often get accused of being Mr. Negative, saying all the wrong things and always bringing up negative things. But when stuff happens to you and it affects you, are you not allowed to talk about it? And I'm sorry to have to do this, but this concerns the GH5 yet again. Check this out. Check this issue. Of my GH5, aside from the autofocus, which is rubbish, as we all know, but look at this. I'm just going to format a card inside there, and format error. You can see there's still power coming from it because the mic's powered up. But what do? Nothing actually works. Like if I press anything, nothing happens. I'll just put it down here and get on a better angle. Nothing happens if I push any buttons. Nothing happens if I touch the screen. It's just stuck on format error. So what have I got to do here? Panasonic, give me some tips here. When your camera does weird things, what should the user do? Now, my thoughts are rip the battery out. Might not be the best process to do that, but not really left with many options here. So here we go. I'm going to rip the battery out. I'm going to take that battery out. I hope this doesn't mess everything up. Okay, obviously the camera shut down at that point, just to prove that I'm using the genuine battery that ships with the GH5, etc, etc, etc. Now I'll pop that little sucker back in, and hopefully, well, that's weird. That came straight back on, didn't it? That's very odd. Well, what I was doing was formatting the card, and it was the slot 2. What the hell? What the hell? Alright, you know what? Turn it off. Turn it back on. Try it again. This is what's wrong with tech. This is not specific to Panasonic. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the card out. Don't really like doing this when it hasn't shut down correctly. By the way, that's a shitty little connection point, isn't it? How do you get your finger in there? Sometimes you can't. So slot 1 is that one, slot 2 is the bottom one. Let's take that card out. Nothing wrong with the card. Pop it back in. Actually, you know what? Let's leave it out. Turn it back on. Verify that slot 1 is still working. So there should be nothing on slot 1. Yep, giddy up. Okay, that's good. So let's turn it back off and pop this card back in slot 2. Close the doorski. I'm going to go back and format slot 2. Format, slot 2. Okay, so I don't feel like it's without my right to make a video addressing this. My thoughts are this may help other people that have the same issue. My frustration is that this kind of stuff does seem to happen to me a lot, and you might think, nah, he's making this up. Well, why would I make that up when it's affecting my day-to-day process on the GH5? So if you have a solution, or if you work for Panasonic and you know what's going on with this format card error, these cards have been in this camera from the day that I bought it, and I've had no problems with it. I took the card out, put the card back in. I would just